What up, people? For you people out there that's trying to figure out who Mystery Babylon is in the prophecy of Revelations 17 and 18, well, I've been doing some research on it, and I found some pretty interesting facts, when you study that Greek. And it kind of blew me away because, you would think that the people that translated the English from the Greek, wouldn't screw this up, but they screwed it up pretty bad. And it might have been intentional. I don't know. Anyways, I've had suspicions for a very long time that the United States is the daughter of Babylon, the prostitute, the harlot of, Mystery Babylon. And we know from Revelation 17 that the harlot sits on the beast, rides the beast with 7 heads. I found some lost scripture that I'm not going to share because I think, everybody should do their own research, because if I could find it out there, you should be able to find it too. I'm not going to be your teacher. I'm just going to give you some pointers and facts that I learned. But, that's your own responsibility to do your own research and your own study. But anyways, this is probably some of the most important information you're going to find on YouTube about Mystery Babylon that nobody has ever discovered. I'm the first person to do it. So, when you go to the lexicon in Revelations 18, or you can do it in 17, it doesn't matter. We look at the word city, and, there's many false teachers out there that is telling everybody Mystery Babylon is Rome. It's the RCC. I used to be deceived by that false teaching too. So I'm making a public correction. This is not a spiritual thing. This is an actual physical place. And, people will say, Rome sits on 7 hills, and, the cardinals and bishops wear red and scarlet, purple and scarlet. So that's their proof that that's Mystery Babylon. But anyways, when you go to the Greek and you look at the word city, it says polis. We could take a look at this, where it says a city in our English. It was translated to city. Now, polis in Greek is plural, meaning cities, not city, cities. And, it says it right here that it's been translated to cities, and a lot of people think it's just talking about one city. It's talking about many cities. And, when you look at it from this perspective, it changes the entire definition of Revelations 18. You could see it in a different light, because it's cities that sits on many waters. The United States sits on many waters. It's made up of many cities. It has the coast, the Pacific coastline, the Atlantic coastline, the Gulf of Mexico coastline. It has all the Great Lakes, all the great rivers running through the United States, like the Mississippi. And we also know from Revelation 17 that the many waters that the prostitute sits on represents a multitude of people in different languages. And we know the United States is the melting pot, made with many different people and many different languages. So there's your proof. The interesting thing I found in the lost prophecy that I found is that it actually identifies who these 7 kings are, because the 7 heads on the beast that the prostitute rides are 7 kings. And it's also mentioned in the book of Daniel as well, about the 8 kings You see, what's going to happen is there's going to be 7 kings in Persia. We know from Revelation 17 that the beast hates the harlot and is going to destroy the harlot with fire. And this proves my point that Iran is going to destroy the United States of America. And, so I did some more research into this. And if you read Revelation 17, it says that the beast hates the harlot and is going to destroy her with fire. And we know in Revelation 18 that says that the mystery of Babylon is going to be destroyed in 1 hour. So Iran might use nuclear weapons or some type of, heavy weapons that's going to destroy all the cities in the United States. And it's going to happen. Anyway, what else is interesting, too, that I found is when you look at the word great, and you look at the Greek word for great, it has a different meaning in Greek than what was translated. It means abundant, all the more, arrogant, big, completely fierce, great things, greater, large, older, one greater, perfect, severe, stricter, strong, surprising, terrible, too much, very much, and wide. So when you look at this, at the context, it's describing as many cities that's a large place. They're arrogant. Americans are some of the most arrogant people on the earth. Just look at the people that are attacking my family. Look how arrogant these people are. They mock the prophecies. The United States is strong, large, wide, and if you do a greater word study on this Greek word, it actually means wider in the in the widest sense. So it's Babylon in the widest sense. I found that to be an interesting fact. But, the 7 hills and the 7 heads on the beast represents the 7 kings of Persia. And it says that the beast will hate the harlot, which is the United States. And what is the United States doing to Iran right now? It says the harlot rides the beast. They're oppressing Iran, riding the beast. Because, to ride an animal, you must subdue the animal. You must make the animal obey you to actually get on top of that. And, you got to train the animal. You have to ride to be able to ride it. So when it says the prostitute is going to ride the beast, what is that actually saying? That's just something I was kind of meditating on yesterday, and it kind of blew me away. And it's like, the United States is creating an enemy that is not going to be able to subdue. Iran is going to get revenge on the United States, and it's going to fucking destroy this place. But, it's right there. And people miss this. All those false teachers, out there telling you all this bullshit about Mystery Babylon, they're wrong. They're wrong. I'm 100% positive the United States is Mystery Babylon. There's no doubt about it. You know what I mean? They mistranslated the English book. You have to study, the Hebrew and the Greek to actually understand the context of what they're actually saying. And you're going to get a completely different meaning of what the prophecies are saying. I have some more questions about the prophecies that I'm still actually searching out right now. But, I found this to be a big revelation. Anyways, that's all I got. Later.